Okay, hi guys. This live stream is about my experience at VUS for 8 months as a teaching assistant. A little bit about myself. I'm Quỳnh. I'm a third year student majoring in finance at the University of Finance and Marketing. Um, in the collaborative program with HEB University in Malaysia in July 2022, the previous year. I applied for the teaching assistant position at VUS in wait, wait. Hi. At VUS, and it's quite lucky for me to got accept a month later. I work at VUS Morningstar. Um, the campus I work at is Morningstar, and that's in Bình Thạnh district in Ho Chi Minh City. Since I'm no longer work for VUS, um, I will share with you my honest point of view about VUS and the teaching assistant position. Um, I will put the link in the description. Uh, if you're interested in and you want to apply, you can apply. Also, if there's any question, hi Ian. Please don't be hesitate to ask me. Okay, now let's the live stream begin. Firstly, for those who have never heard about the job, the teaching assistant position, what is a teaching assistant? Well, I cannot speak for the job at other English center like ELA or Written Council because they may be different. But TAing or doing teaching assistant job at VUS is basically you control and you monitor the class. It means that you have to ensure that all the students in the class they do their homework and they sit nicely, and you have to ensure their safety inside and outside the class. The TA at VUS only work with small kids, such as the kindergarten age or hai chúc anh, or the as we call it the smart kid, our primary school age, the super kid, or secondary school age, the young leader. There are three classes at VUS that have teaching assistant assisting the teacher is smart kid, super kid, and young leader. Each of them will have a different requirement for the teaching assistant. Or the student older than that, they can communicate with the teacher directly. Their behavior is quite adult-like. So they don't need a TA to supervise. Um, there are also other tasks, such as when the teacher divide the class into teams and let the team compete with each other in English. The TA is the one who keep track of the score. TA also record the behavior of student into the class folder so that the student administrative office can inform the parents of the student. Okay, that's the task and the responsible of TA at VUS. Now I'm going to talk about the benefits of being a TA at VUS. Okay, the job being a TA at VUS, they provide you with a chance to expand your connection with English speaking community and improving soft skill, hi, Đức, such as managing the class. Okay, and I myself is quite bad at this, but the wage at VUS is 34,500 Vietnam dong for 1 hour of working at the campus. Sometimes you may have online tutor class with will have different rate. VUS also have many activities on Teacher Day, but more importantly, the reputation of VUS is something that makes this job considerable. VUS is one of the biggest English center in Vietnam, with 52 campuses across the country. So it's nice to put the experience of working at VUS on the CV. Also, VUS have the promoting program, so that if you plan to be an English teacher, uh, okay, hi Minh Châu, hi Lợi. Okay, I will get to your question later. Okay. Um, um, US have the promoting program. So if you want to become an English teacher, you can start as a TA, and then you can got promote to the teacher after you finish studying at the university. Okay, so about the question of Huỳnh Châu, I don't have an IELTS certificate. Can I apply? Well, you can. One of my friends who applied to BUS, she does not have an IELTS certificate. She only have she stated in the CV that Hyan that she work she's learning English, and her level is at the center she's studying is 6.5 in IELTS, I guess. But yeah, she still got in, and she's still working at BUS. Yeah. So IELTS certificate is not important as long as your English skill is good enough, because you have to work 100% in English. So yeah, and, you have to work in English, and you have to speak English in eh, to every student. The environment there is 100% English. So you can speak a little bit English, a little bit Vietnamese to the student, but not too much, and it's against the rule, because VOS commit that they will provide the student with a 100% English environment. So did I answer your question? Okay, so let's go to the next part. Okay, hi Hiền. Uh, okay, I'm having an interview for TA position at VUS tomorrow. Can you give me some advice? Thanks a bunch. Okay, um, I think um, it's good for you that you have an interview tomorrow. But this job is an entry level job. They don't require much knowledge and experience upfront before you apply. So I think you can just keep it cool if your English is good enough, and you can be nice to the children. That's all they need. Yeah, and I hope that answered your question. Okay, is there a good option for them to improve their English in the near future as well? Um, I think it's a good option for them to improve their English skill, but you have to have some level of English. Oh, it's raining. It's raining. Can you hear me? I cannot do anything about this. But here is good. But you have to have got some knowledge in English first, and you cannot like be a TA in English with level zero, like you don't know anything about English. Yeah, so it's good that you have the chance to work with the Westerner who have perfect English skill. Yeah, so and you can learn a lot from them, and learn the teaching skills also. Okay, so about the application process. Um, you have to submit a CV written in English that specifies your address into the website. The website I put in the description. When the campus near your place, they need a TA. The HR department. Hi, the HR department will call you, and you will be processed through 2 rounds of interview. One is via phone call, which is in Vietnamese, and the second one is in English. Okay, and in the first one, the HR officer will simply ask about your basic information that you gave in your CV and some other question about your teaching availability schedule. And the second one, hi, the second one is in English, where there would be some situation question. There will also be an English skill exam after you finish the two interview. If you pass both of them, they will send you an English test to examine your English skill. Yeah. And you will also have two training if you pass and if you get into the position before you can work. You have to have one online training through Zoom that they will tell you basic thing about the job. And the second one is about that you have to come to the campus, and the TQM, the teaching quality manager, the boss there, they will come and they will explain to you more further about the job. And then you will have to observe two class to see how the TA at the campus work, and after that you can have your own class. Yeah, it's quite a long time from the beginning sending the CV to when you can start to work and start gaining the wage. I think it's for me it's about 2 months, I guess. Hi, hi, Bo. Okay, so any other questions? Um, in my opinion, this job at VUS is a very good entry level job for students because students, I think the most important things in the students' life is gaining connection, so they can furtherly improve their chance in the future. We call that in economic cost of opportunity. Yeah, we can gain more opportunity to get more money in the future. And in this job, we can know a lot of foreigner and the people in the English speaking community, because almost everyone there is very good at English. Most of them, most of the teacher, I think, got IELTS 8.0, and the TA, some of them come from schools like RMIT and things like that. They are very good in English. Yeah, and after working for VUS for 8 months, I had a great background because the experience is quite good, and so it got me into some higher level jobs in the English teaching area. And it also great. This job is also great because I don't have to bring work to home. Because if I work in marketing or some things like that, they will if you haven't finished the work, you have to work overtime and things like that, and it's really stressed me out. I cannot work like that. Okay, so another thing for me is that I found my passion in teaching after working as a TA at VUS. So I decided to pursue the education field. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the end of my live stream. If you find this live stream beneficial, please subscribe to my channel, or you can support me to my Patreon link in the description. Thank you so much for your attention. Yeah. See you next time. Bye.